Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I am here in Park Square in downtown Pittsfield with Ed Pelkey, and we're sitting in here singing Jethro Tull songs today. Ed, thanks for taking the time to do this.
Absolutely. Good to be here.
Yes, so the reason I invited you back on is when you came on the show in, I guess it was March, April, somewhere around there, you had just had some art that was stolen from you at a gallery at Methuselah.
Correct. Yep.
And so this past week, was it?
Yeah, last Sunday.
You got the art back. So tell us how that happened and what happened.
It was, my wife was gardening, and a friend of hers texted her that she was walking on Elm Street, and she noticed my two paintings being put out at a tag sale at the Elm Street Convenience Garage, the former gas station down there. And so yeah, she texted Jennifer, and Jennifer, came inside and was on the phone to the police, and I kind of caught wind of what she was saying, and I just drove over there.
And you actually went there and saw the art for sale yourself?
Yeah. So I drove over. I got there about a minute or two before the police. And the guy had put the paintings out for sale with a few other pieces of artwork. And so I didn't hesitate. I just grabbed my paintings and I put them in my truck. And the gentleman came outside and asked me what I was doing. And I said, "This is stolen property. This is my work." And he's, denied that it was stolen property, and said, "I'll let you have them for $100.
Oh man, no, man. Only $100?
No, I was like, "Come on, man, only $100." So I said, I was like, "That's not how this works. These are mine." Started to get a little escalated. Fortunately, the police arrived and kind of intervened and, straightened the situation out.
Which is the photo I saw of one of the officers with your bigger of the two paintings.
Right.
So were you able to take the art home that day?
Yeah. I had already put it in my truck, and the officers were like, "Hey, can we need to see these things to identify." So they took the paintings out, identified that they were mine. And they basically said I could go. They informed me that they were going to charge the gentleman with possession of stolen property. He looked very similar to the person in the video of the theft, I will say, but I don't think any charges or anything have been filed so far, at least that I know of.
So as it stands right now, then you got your art back, but that's kind of it?
That's about it. Honestly, that's kind of all I wanted was, just this sort of happy ending, I guess.
I honestly, because I've had things, as an artist, I've had things stolen. After a couple weeks, it's usually gone. So when I saw that you got those back, I was so happy for you because, what was it, 5-6 months?
6 months, yeah. They were stolen in January, and so like 6.5 months. I didn't think that I didn't think I'd get the work back, just based on the research I'd done and some of the articles I had read about art theft. It just seemed, I tried to put it out of my mind. So
usually someone takes them because they want them, and they end up on a wall somewhere. It's funny because I was like, wow, this guy must really like my paintings. He committed a felony for them, and I don't think he knew. He seemed unaware of how much publicity this had. That's what's shocking, because you're talking. It's the station, I believe. Is it the one right on the corner of Newell and Elm, right there?
Yeah. Yep.
Isn't there always like a yard sale or tag sale kind of thing? Yeah, there's
like a perpetual tag sale there, every weekend it seems. And he was shocked to learn, because I was like, I have the video on my phone, and I don't think he knew how much publicity this had generated, because he was like, "Are you famous?"
Because if you are, these are $500.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I am so happy you did get them back. Were you able to call Yuki Cohen and let her know?
Yeah, she was shocked, but really, really happy that this worked out because, like I said,
she was devastated, and I know that because we're lucky to have Methuselah. Yuki does a lot of cool things that, like the art galleries,
Absolutely.
that we don't have a lot of places for that, and I know she was pretty upset that they were taken from there.
Yeah, no, she's been great and through it all. In fact, I have some new stuff up at Methuselah right now. Little plug.
No, go ahead. So do you have stuff on display there?
Yeah, I put up some new artwork at the beginning of July, about 10 new pieces up in the gallery. And it's been great. A couple have sold, so I love that.
Now, what about these ones? Now that you got them back, will they go back to the gallery or no?
I'm a little bit torn. My wife wants me to put them back up, but I'm afraid that someone might want to buy it, and then I'll be like, I don't know if I want to sell it quite yet.
I can understand that after going through all that, the emotion of it, because as an artist, I mean, if you're an artist, you get it, and people who are not don't realize how personal art is. And when it's stolen, it becomes more personal. It'll fester in your head, and you dwell on it.
Yeah, exactly. And in the bigger piece in particular, it's like I stretched that, I primed it, I did it, so it was like literally from the ground up. So it's very personal. In one way, as I painted the character, it just started to look more and more like my father. And as I became aware of it, I tried to undo it, but it just seemed to work in the opposite. So it just seems to look like my dad.
Well, I think your stuff is amazing. I mean, you're a really talented artist. I'd like to see that stuff back in the gallery, but I completely understand, and you'll have to let me know if you do. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are interested in it because it did get a lot of publicity. So they can go up to Methuselah and check out your stuff anytime?
Yep. I believe they're closed on Sundays, but yeah, from 5 to closing at the Tartell Gallery at Methuselah.
Okay. Well, Ed, thanks again for taking the time. It's a nice, beautiful day out here in downtown Pittsfield.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we didn't have anything too crazy.
No.
We'll go back to our Jethro Tull jams. We're going to do some singing in the park on a park bench.
Yep.
For those who get that. To anyone under 40, they have no idea what I'm talking about. But thanks again, Ed. Make sure to, if you're interested in Ed's art, check out at the gallery at Methuselah Bar and Lounge, located on North Street. And I'll catch y'all in the next day or two.